The night bus groaned under thick fog as it waited at the deserted Ibadan station, rusty metal peeling under dim streetlights. Passengers boarded cautiously. Mr. Bayo clutched his briefcase, eyes darting suspiciously. Femi tapped his feet anxiously. Mama Save whispered prayers. Naomi settled into her seat, eyes shadowed by fear, fleeing secrets she could not escape. Segun, the driver, silently closed the doors as Naomi's heart quickened, sensing danger lurking ahead. The bus jolted violently, tires skidding, before shuddering to a halt beside an abandoned settlement cloaked in darkness. Segun sighed heavily, turning back with grim news. "We can't move until morning. Engine's gone." Uneasy whispers filled the bus as passengers stepped outside into the unsettling stillness. Buildings stood broken and rotting, walls splattered with disturbing graffiti reading, "No sin unpunished," and "Justice through blood." Naomi shivered, clutching herself tightly, sensing something deeply wrong. Suddenly, Mr. Bayo stumbled back, his eyes wide with horror. "Did anyone else hear that?" Before they could respond, he was dragged violently into the darkness, screaming, his briefcase tumbling open to reveal bundles of stolen money. "Help! Please!" Femi yelled, staggering backward as a ghostly woman, eyes hollow and accusing, emerged from shadows whispering, "You left me to die." He turned and fled, disappearing into the night, leaving only eerie echoes behind. Mama Sad began trembling, murmuring prayers frantically. "Forgive me. Forgive me." Her frail figure vanished abruptly into the darkness as the distant laughter of children twisted into haunting cries. Terrified, Naomi rushed toward the bus, desperately banging on its locked door. "Segun, open up!" Her voice cracked with panic, no response. Turning sharply, she froze. The fog thickened into twisted shapes, approaching slowly, whispering her name. Each shadow carried a familiar, menacing presence from her darkest secrets. Naomi stumbled backward, heart pounding wildly as the sinister whispers drew closer. Frantically, she ducked into a crumbling building and slammed the rotten door behind her. Panting heavily, she scanned the dusty room until her eyes caught sight of faded papers scattered across a broken table. With trembling hands, she picked up an old, torn record, barely able to read the faded writing. Her pulse quickened as the words sank in. "Beware travelers who wander here. This settlement holds a curse. Those who enter carrying hidden sins shall never leave until justice is served through blood. Your secrets will find you." Naomi's throat tightened. Suddenly the air chilled, and behind her, a voice she never thought she'd hear again whispered softly, "Naomi, why did you leave me?" Slowly turning, Naomi's eyes filled with tears at the apparition before her. A ghastly image of her younger sister Addie's, pale and drenched, eyes hollow and accusing. "Adiza," Naomi choked out. "I didn't mean—" "You left me to drown," Adize wailed softly, her voice echoing mournfully around the room. "You let me die alone. I was afraid. I didn't know what to do." Naomi sobbed, collapsing to her knees. "I ran, Adiz. I've regretted it every day." Outside, footsteps approached. Segun appeared in the doorway, his expression oddly calm amid the nightmare. "Naomi," he spoke gently yet with chilling certainty. "Confession alone cannot break this curse." Naomi looked up, eyes wild. "Who are you? What is happening?" Segun stepped closer, revealing eyes burdened by eternal sadness. Long ago, I committed sins too great to forgive, he explained. In punishment, I am bound forever as guardian to this place. My task is to deliver those like us, the guilty. Naomi shook her head in disbelief. Please, help me escape. There's no escape, Segan said softly. Only justice, blood for blood. You must pay. Adiz's ghostly figure drew closer, her mournful expression shifting to fury. Naomi must suffer as I did. Fear and guilt surged within Naomi, crushing her heart. She stood suddenly resolute. Then let me pay, she whispered, eyes locked with Adiz's. Segan nodded slowly, sorrow deepening his eyes. He stepped aside as the apparition reached out, icy fingers grazing Naomi's trembling skin. Naomi braced herself, accepting fate, knowing only sacrifice could end her torment. As Adiz's ghost enveloped her in cold darkness, Naomi closed her eyes, whispering softly, "Forgive me, sister." Then silence consumed everything. A thunderous roar ripped through the settlement as Naomi's voice echoed from the center square. I betrayed my sister, she screamed, tears streaming down her face. I ran while she drowned. I left her to die. The air trembled. The ground split with a deafening crack. The buildings groaned and twisted as if the town itself had heard her confession. Suddenly, Segun appeared behind her, his face drawn with pain. You've started it now, he said grimly. It's time. Terrified but defiant, Naomi turned to the remaining passengers. You must confess. It's the only way. Mr. Bayo staggered forward, clutching his bloody shoulder. I stole from widows, ruined lives. But before he could finish, dark hands burst from the earth and dragged him screaming below. Femi dropped to his knees. I lied. I let my girlfriend die in childbirth because I couldn't pay for help. I was too ashamed to tell anyone. The specter hovering above him shrieked and then slowly faded into ash. Femi collapsed, spared. Mama Sade stood frozen, silent. Shadows swallowed her without a sound. The sky turned blood red, the wind howled with rage. Naomi stood trembling, her confession raw in the air, watching the others fall or flee. Each soul weighed and judged in terrifying silence. As the first light of dawn pierced the crimson sky, the dense fog around Naomi began to thin. Where once there had been endless darkness, a narrow path now opened through the mist, winding back to the main road. She looked behind. Buildings crumbled silently, the ground swallowing blood-stained footprints. The cursed town faded like smoke, vanishing with the screams it once held. Naomi stepped forward, barefoot and bruised, each step heavy with sorrow. The wind felt different, cool, forgiving. She reached the road just as the sun rose, painting the sky in soft gold. A passing car slowed beside her, the driver peering out with concern. Naomi waved it on. She didn't speak. She didn't look back. As the road stretched toward Lagos, Naomi walked on, free, but forever haunted by the sister she lost and the sins she had finally faced.
Thanks for watching. If you're new here, or if you have been watching without subscribing, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up and drop all your comments below. Stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. I will see you guys in our next one. For now, bye.